It looks all but certain that the current leader of the Formula 2 Championship, a certain Mick Schumacher, will make his Formula 1 debut in 2021 with the Haas F1 team. So now seemed like a good idea to get to know the man. So, who is Mick Schumacher? Well, besides from being the son of a certain 7-time Formula 1 world champion Michael Schumacher, Mick Schumacher is a 21-year-old German currently racing for the Prima Power team in FIA Formula 2, the feeder series to Formula 1. He's part of the Ferrari Driver Academy and has tested a lot of F1 machinery, most recently a Ferrari F1 car at their famous Fiorano test track in Italy, but also was scheduled to do a Friday practice run with the Alfa Romeo team, but this was cancelled due to poor conditions at the Nürburgring earlier in 2020. But with Alfa Romeo signing up Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi for another year of racing, and with Haas F1 bidding off both Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, it looks like the Ferrari-powered Haas team will have a place for Mick Schumacher in 2021, meaning we will get the return of M. Schumacher on the Formula 1 grid next year. Mick actually started his professional career under a different name, not wanting to be known as a Schumacher just yet. In 2008, when he first started karting, he used his mother's maiden name. He was known as Mick Betch. Some half-decent success in junior karts saw him change his name yet again to Mick Jr. He was now starting to pick up a bit of international attention. He then began competing in national and international junior kart championships, finishing second in the junior German kart champs, plus second in the world and European championships. Come the end of 2014 and Mick got his first taste of Formula machinery, testing a Formula 4 car at the end of the year before stepping up to the ADAC Formula 4 Championship full-time for a full race drive and the first time using the Schumacher name. He came 10th overall that season before switching teams to the well-known Prima team for a second season in Formula 4. Now, Prima are well known for their connection and links with the Ferrari Driver Academy, and this is where the relationship begins once again between Schumacher and Ferrari. 5 wins and 12 podiums saw him clinch second overall in Formula 4 and a move up to the FIA Formula 3 Championship for the following year. However, before stepping fully into the FIA F3 Championship, he had already had a taste of Formula 3 machinery, competing in the Indian MRF Challenge, which uses Formula 3 cars, where he came 3rd overall in the championship. His debut in Formula 3 with Prima wasn't anything to shout about. A best result of 3rd throughout the whole season saw him finish 12th in the championship standings and the lowest of all of the Prima drivers. Into 2018, Schumacher remained with the Prima team for another year in Formula 3, and after a slow start, he turned to dominating the championship with 8 wins, pipping British Dan Ticktum to the title come the end of the year. This is a trait that has become evident so far of Mick Schumacher's career. A poor first season in a new championship, followed by a second year with a slow start before coming to dominate, and his Formula 2 career so far only backs that up. A tough debut in Formula 2 once again with the Prima Power team. He suffered first lap clashes, stalls on the grid, crashes with his teammate and endless retirements. However, there were crucially flashes of brilliance which saw his speed in qualifying and his comeback drives in the race, and managed to get 1 podium and 1 win before the season was out. But come the end, he was due for another season in Formula 2, once again with Prima Power team. As is seemingly common in Schumacher's career, he returned for a second season in Formula 2 once again with the Prima Power team. Now, the first few races proved unlucky, to say the least. A fire extinguisher went off in his car during a race, which robbed him of at least 1 podium. However, he did bounce back with a run of 5 consecutive podiums, including wins at Monza and Russia, which was enough for him to take the championship lead with 4 races remaining. Already on the cusp of Formula 1 due to his surname alone, his membership to the Ferrari Driver Academy has seen him test an awful lot of F1 machinery in what looks like preparation for an almost certain F1 debut in 2021 with the Haas Formula 1 team to mark a return of M. Schumacher to the Formula 1 grid.